All right, y'all, what's happening? Welcome to the Options Millionaire Bookmap stream. It is, of course, Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. So we're going to get cranking here. Markets have been, well, NASDAQ has been on a pretty aggressive slide this morning. Looks like it's starting to come to an end. The S&P has been doing just fine. We have a very green S&P and a very red NASDAQ. Another diverged market is becoming pretty common. The past 2 months, we've seen an extraordinary amount of days with a green or red S&P and the opposite, NASDAQ. Fauci's pleading the fifth. Yep. Yeah, Fauci's flip-flop Fauci should be locked in prison, but he's going to continue to plead the fifth, so whatever. All right, we have call buying, put selling here. We have liquidity up to 525. We have the biggest bottom wick so far on NASDAQ. ES is coming up to 77.44, 29.520. NASDAQ is finally putting on some shoes, baby. Finally putting on some shoes. ES has liquidity to 77.60. And we be climbing. What's up, John Herr? How you doing? Burning Phoenix, XAY. How you doing? Good morning. Myrna claims to have, at least from a phase 3 clinical trial, cured cancer. Their phase 3 clinical trials on their cancer vaccine performed very well. And their stock price has gone from 63 to 160. So if you're holding Moderna stock, congratulations. Congratulations, because they are rocket launching, baby. We always kind of joke about when a stock goes crazy. Man, what do they cure cancer or something? Yeah, they did. And they are launching. And I tell you what, if they do cure cancer, I hope their stock prices goes to $5,000 a share. They deserve it. Screw cancer. Cancer sucks. 29,488. Right there. Oh, thanks, John. Appreciate you. You too. Yeah, Vixpiration Day. Will the NASDAQ go out for milk? I don't know. They need to hold this. They should become the richest company on earth if they did. Absolutely. I hope they do. Are we shorting this? I'm not shorting this. I'm not doing very much shorting nowadays. Not very much nowadays. Still going green NASDAQ on up. Creeping up. How many people do you think are chasing the news and rushing to get Moderna stock now? A lot. A lot, yeah. Reactionary, but if we can get food companies to stop putting crap that cause cancer. Yep. Hey, we're making good progress, though. We have those naked Doritos. They stopped putting cancer in Doritos, and they're still delicious. So I guess that's step one, right? I run a non-GMO organic farm, and I eat most of the food that I grow, so I'm on the right path. $29,520. If we take out the 529 here, it's still going. We have our first 3C that occurred back at 1020. And now that they've taken out 530, we have continuation. Next on target is going to be the 50 Fibonacci. right there. 560 the Fibonacci. And they're gluten-free. Nice. Bookmap's got all liquidity up to 77.60. What's up, Bay? How you doing? ES has liquidity at 77.60. They are rocket ships. They're about to put a new high of the day in. 77.60 would be right at that high. So, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Call buying, put selling on the options. The bulls are hitting. The bulls are hitting. We have it. Accumulation at the bottoms, 3C indication, and up we go. And up we go. If you look on the 5-minute, we had the first 3C of the day to hit right here. And we're off to the races. 450, and now we're up 100 points. The first 3C indication of the day gave you a 100-point long. It's beautiful stuff. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. There's also a lot of studies showing taking ivermectin and mebanzoli together will put cancer remission, and those are cheap OTC drugs. Yeah, 100%. All right, still going. NASDAQ, here's the 50. 560. Still going. Still going. Buy the dip, baby. Always buy the dip. I love it. I didn't take a single short position today. Not one. Not one. No shorting. Buy the dip. Don't be a jabroni. Stop shorting the market. Do not be a jabroni. Stop shorting the market. Your hairline will thank you for it. Your cholesterol will thank you for it. Your cortisol will thank you for it. Your profit and loss statement will thank you for it. What's the next target on the Qs? Let's go take a look at the next target. Qs. Qs right now, I mean, now that they've gotten through the 50, I mean, high of the day, 721.6. Beautiful PCS at the bottom. Extraordinary. Options funding is still eating, baby. Slow and steady, one step at a time. Slow and steady, one step at a time. What's up, Pine Beach Dan? 472, beautiful. Lab-grown egg protein produced without chickens has entered the mainstream U.S. market. Yep, I will never eat a lab-grown egg. I've got Isa Browns pumping eggs out like nobody's business. Pumping them out like nobody's business. So where we bought the dip? The 3C occurred right here at 456 on NASDAQ. That was your first 3C of the day, mind you. Every single 3C until that position had failed and rolled. Not to mention we had a change of character in the market. We went from aggressive engulfing red candles to bottom wicks to accumulation, and then the higher high triggered at 29,456 on NASDAQ. The first one of the day gave us so far 120 point upside on NASDAQ. Let's all short gold together. Gooble gobble goo. Ooh, we might have a short opportunity on gold. How do you say I like it in Spanish? Me gusta? Is it me gusta? 29,560. Did I buy a call debit spread? Negative. I sold a put credit spread. Put credit spread, which is a bullish position. You said buy the dip on NASDAQ? I did. I'm not a fan of shorting. Not until the macro conditions are overwhelmingly bearish. Nice, Mojo. Well done, buddy. Well done. I only tend to short if my eye sees a certain setup on certain conditions, or if the macro conditions are very bearish. And today I just didn't see it. Yes, 100%. There was a great short opportunity there. I just didn't do it. I don't like shorting unless I see a reason to do so. And it usually treats me pretty well. I'd rather sit there and wait to buy the dip than try to chase short positions and try to think, oh, I need a short. What do I long? Bada bing, booyah. And here we are. We have call buying, put selling. We have liquidity up to 760. We have our first 3C on NASDAQ. We have the S&P is about to put a new high of the day in. And booyah. And we have the Fibonacci right here. Mojo's Fibonacci at 29,560. I'm wondering about some practical entrepreneurial advice. My brother-in-law is 40 years old, going on 41. He asked me, what do I think about him starting a business? He has a newborn on the way, remodeling his house. Due date is in February. He said he's tired of traveling for work and being away so much. He asked me because I have a business. Technically 3 family businesses. Yep. He asked if it's too late. It's never too late since I started in my mid-20s, and I told him not at all. You can make it work if you learn a skill. Also not sure how to help. He wants to do a B2B service base. I don't know what B2B service is. Just helping people catch up. I told him in practical. I just want to just guys know. Any tips for him? Should he feel like it's too late? It's never too late. Business to business. Okay. It's never too late. And I don't know what his technical skills are, and I don't know what experience he has, but it's never too late. And the number one thing I like to infuse upon people is that when you're wanting to start a business, anyone can do it. Everybody's afraid, but everybody can do it. Everybody likes to suckle the teat of the W-2. They're terrified to step outside the bounds of the W-2. They want to show up to a mundane job that's safe, and they want to get handed a check every 2 weeks with their benefits. What about the benefits? Create your own stupid benefits. It's not that hard. They want to suckle the teat. They want safety because everybody's afraid. Everyone's afraid to start a fitness program. Everyone's afraid to say no to Taco Bell and start healthy eating. Everyone's afraid to start reading the Bible every morning and giving up their Netflix time. Everyone's afraid to start doing anything because they're afraid of failure. Everyone's afraid to start running a business because they don't know what to do. You could start a business doing anything. You could start a business doing anything. Literally, go rent a couple of dump trailers, rent them out, buy 5 of them and rent them out. You could do anything of mowing grass, landscaping, the old tried and true landscaping, anything. Anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent here. He's not too late. Start a business. Now, I would not recommend quitting everything and going to start it with a newborn on the way at 40 years old, which, by the way, good luck with that. Oh, that's difficult. I would use your W-2 paying job as a sponsor. And just go and start a business on the side and make money and make as much as you can. And especially with Claude, you could do anything. But I encourage you, if you're thinking about starting a business, anyone, go do it. Go start a side business. Change your family tree. Stop being a W-2 slave. Now, if you are in a very high-paying W-2 that has great hours and you're perfectly happy with it, I'm not talking to you because there are W-2 jobs out there that are incredible. You work from home, you make a crap ton of money, your hours are great, you have no stress. Cool, that's awesome. Stick with it. Don't go start a business because you don't need to. Just invest the money. But for most people who are in a dead-end W-2 or hate their life or not making enough money or too many hours, go start a business. There are some W-2s out there that are fantastic. You don't have to take the risk of starting a business. You can just make all the money you want with little stress. All right, 29,550. We're at the 50%. The S&P is coming up. Sorry, Bookmap, and I know you didn't sign up for Entrepreneur Day, but that's where we are. If someone wants to start a biz, look at all the dirty driveways. Absolutely, LL Cool J. Gold is dumping. There's our 3C short. High volume top wick. Let's go to the 5. Under 45.46. We have it. Me gusta indeed. There you go. I did it for my golf course. I'm a member and made $2K. Nice. I'm a plumber. I've done very well in the market this year, but I want to take most of this money and invest it in a new venture. There you go. I saw a 17-year-old kid the other day who makes $80K a year watching people's trash cans. My son is 16 years old. He started a landscaping business little under 2 months ago. Guess how much money he's made? Take a guess what he's made in the first 2 months. Literally just posting on Facebook, hey, let me come mow your grass. $5,400. Now it's not 10K, but he's 16 years old. Just posting on Facebook. He'll grab the lawnmower, weed eat, and he's made $5,400. He's doing it by himself. Yeah, he'll wake up at 5 in the morning to go mow grass before school. He'll do it after football practice in the afternoon. He'll do it all day Saturday and Sunday. Like the dude wants to make money. And guess what I tell them to do with that money? Buy SPY, baby. Buy and SpaceX. I love it. Anyway, you could do anything. Go make money. Go make money. There's gold in them there hills, people. Go make money. Hey, look at this. Do you think it's a coincidence that we are stuck right on top of the 50% of 29,565? %, John. 100%. I'm at the same point. I'm a decent paying W-2, but I'm miserable. I'm quitting this month to start to build a rent condo business. There you go. Nice, Joe. Well done. Congratulations. Break the wheel. I'll tell him he owes you $5,400. I told him that he could use my mower for as long as he is responsible. If I start to see him like buying gold chains and Rolexes and stuff, guess what? Access to the mower gets denied. And he has to buy his own lawnmower. Up until a certain point, then he's going to buy his lawnmower anyway. But my job, all the boomers are like, buy your own lawnmower, whatever. It's like, no, man, I'm going to bless my kids with the opportunity as long as they're responsible. And then he'll buy his own lawnmower. I don't want my kids to have to struggle at 16. Go get a job. 29,530, rejecting the 50%. Liquidity at 77.45, liquidity at 77.60. NASDAQ, liquidity at 29,750. Do we get 750 today? Teaching to pay you once a year for giving them the mower. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Charge them 30% for taxes. Any chance you're able to spend some time showing SPY entry and exit? I haven't taken an SPY trade today, but we discussed the 3 C's. What do you think is going to happen next? The bulls have taken back control. So we've hit 3C. We went all the way up to the 50. If we claim the 50, I would put a high probability on taking high of the day at 740. But we got to break this trigger at 560, and then your target 744. My kids have to put half their income into SpaceX. I love it. Your kids are going to be millionaires, J-Dog. Congratulations for having millionaire kids. You want your kids to be millionaires? Buy them SpaceX. It's the only stock I would recommend over SPY. If you want your children to be rich, monetarily at least, spiritually rich, teach them the Word of God. Financially rich, buy SpaceX and never stop. And never stop. 29,750 on NASDAQ to the upside. 77.57 and 77.45 is liquidity on book. And we are stuck right here. ES is 77.50. Do I homeschool my kids? I might as well. The schools these days don't teach them anything. It's horrible. You know what? Like my kids started 6th grade in the public school system. They came from a STEM school, elementary. Now they're in 6th grade. They came home this week with an iPad. And they don't have iPads at the house. They don't have electronics at the house. But their schools gave them an iPad with Minecraft on it. Minecraft. It's called Minecraft Education. They teach them courses in Minecraft. I thought they were joking when they told me that. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? They're like, Daddy, can we play Minecraft and learn English? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, are you messing with me? Yeah. So I'm trying to convince them to let me homeschool them. They don't want to be homeschooled, but at some point I'm going to have to put my foot down and do it. Because, I read an article this week that said that like it's 40 to 50% of high school graduates cannot read at an 8th grade level, which is horrifying. Anyway, right now on NASDAQ, I'm waiting to climb over 560, and then we're going to 750. On the S&P, has already done it. I do think that the bulls are gonna hit this afternoon and make something happen. Can you... Oh, man. That's terrible. Post-IPO, SpaceX low is about 104. Do you think it'll go sub 90? I think SpaceX eventually is going to bleed just like everything else is going to bleed. But, I mean, it's all small potatoes. Eventually, SpaceX is going... I think SpaceX eventually will see $3,000 to $4,000 per share pre-split. And maybe even post-split. I don't know. But, yeah. Over the next 30 years. Made the sacrifice and send them to private. We did it. It hurt, but they're thriving in college. Yeah, I would rather homeschool them, man. I would rather homeschool them. I'm smarter than all these people in these schools, these teachers. And it's not even that I'm smarter necessarily. It's just I will push them. I will push them. Oh, a military academy? Absolutely. All right, big green candle still going. There's the Fibonacci. Now we're going to 750, baby. Now we're going 750. Launchpad. Launchpad. No more shorting. I encourage all of you, number one piece of advice I can give you, especially if you're new to the OM community, stop shorting the market. Forget about shorting the market. Just forget about red candles. Forget about puts and shorts. Only buy the dip. Only buy the dip. Yes, you're going to be wrong sometimes, but you're going to be wrong a lot less. Boom. 29,600 and going. The model I finished working on last night's having a nice first day. Was long signaled. Also kept me shorting. Nice. Also called the 3 C's, baby. The 3 C's. I had a company reach out to me this week and asked me if they want to build me a custom 3C indicator. I was like, no, I'm on it. Thanks. I've got Claude on my side now. I don't have to pay you to do it. Still going. I haven't got a good 3C one working. I've got one in the works. It's very promising. It still needs a lot of work, though. I still needs a lot of work. I have to put my spin on it. Still trying to figure it out, but I am motivated to get it done. How's your AI trader account going? It's going well. It's going well. My goal, the results the first week were great. Obviously, I was still manually trading the account. I was just using that as a background. I want to reduce the number of trades. Big time. Big time. Bitcoin's flying. Yeah, gold. Beautiful top wick. It's still holding fine. Silver. Retest of 65.75. NASDAQ is still flying, baby. No shorting. ES, new high of the day for the... Do you know how bullish that is? To put a new high the day after that move? Extraordinary. Extraordinary. That is 3 days in a row of putting on some great credit spreads on this options prop firm and just literally taking chunks out of this target. I can't wait to have this thing funded. It's going to be great. It's nice to have a day like this after so many days of chop. Heck yeah. My Jade Lizard from yesterday is up already 25%. Heck yeah, Magabagouli. I like Magabagouli. I want to hang out with Magabagouli one day. I want to hang out with all y'all one day. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Still going. 623. No shorting. No shorting. All right. I have one funded just past 2 evals on TPT. Thanks a lot for your teaching. Just not throwing your trades out there. Best thing is these are blue evals like no other. I've held the evals for 3 weeks now, and I have not blown them. That's amazing, Steve, Paul, Pablo. Awesome. I'm not sure what to call you. I love it. Well done, buddy. Conference in Montana. Yes, sir. Dan's house in Naples. Are there any Bookmap big orders below? Negative. In fact, there are no orders below on ES. They're all upwards into 77.70. Just pulling straight up into 77.70. Montreal. Come down to the home shooting range. We'll blow some stuff up. Heck yeah, we will. Call buying, put selling, options flow up, Bookmap is up, ES is 77.62 and climbing. We're already up 40 points from the lows and still going to 77.70. Not a single short position taken today, and we're just drifting up. I love it. Going, baby. Going. VIX is getting wrecked. New low of the day for the VIX, so they've killed this opportunity for the shellers again. All the way down, baby. All the way down. I just took my first silver trade. Did great, but man, definitely don't like its price action. Silver can be fun, but man, the notional on silver is extraordinarily big when silver starts to move, or 1%, 2%. It's scary how big silver is. Kind of Exhibit A, December, January. Y'all remember that crazy stuff? That was insane. Insane times. All you had to do was long silver at any point and make all the money you needed to. Here's Moderna's daily chart. We came down to 2020 lows. Do you think it's going to recapture 477? I actually kind of wish I would have seen this chart before, because this was an extraordinary accumulation zone. High volume bottom wicks that began on December 2024 and went all the way through this stuff. Man, what a play that was. Structurally amazing. Great technical setup. Felt uncomfortable for a few minutes. Yep. I traded silver just to get more comfortable trading in NASDAQ. Hmm. 29,560. Zoom out. There's a big order book on Bookmap. Where? On ES or NASDAQ? Yeah, I've zoomed out all the way to 6,600 and there ain't nothing there. Let's go look on NASDAQ. $537. Oh, yeah. We had 3 lots sitting at 537. They're now removed, though. They took them off. Yes, sir. Follow them to the promised land. That's right. BTFD. Yeah, I had 3 orders on NASDAQ at 541, 532, 520, and they've all been removed. But yeah, they were there. I've taken 2 only on evals. I blew the account in 8 seconds. I passed the account in 3.4 seconds. Nice. Never attempted again. I remember one of my evaluations back in December. I accidentally had 15 minis in on silver, and I entered the trade. And the second I hit the entry button, I heard, whatever the notification is on Top Step to blow the account, like instantaneous. End of the order, pop the account. And I was like, what the crap? And then I realized I did 15 minis accidentally. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, it was an accident on that one. Of course, I did do some of that crazy stuff when I had the big buffer, but on that particular trade, it was not intentional. The fastest eval I've ever blown, literally less than a second. It's crazy. Would they have been removed because of the trend reversed? Not really. I mean, of course, I don't know why they whoever that was removed those orders. It could be a multitude of reasons, but usually when I start to see orders like that, I'm going to pay attention to make sure they're not going to continue to do it. They're trying to bid the market back down. Right now, the ask is just lifting. We're coming up to the highs, and they're going to try to bid that market down. Are we pausing and going higher, or is this the start of a downward slide? It just looks like a pause here. I don't have any major sweeping top wicks with volume, so there's nothing here to say that we're going to sell off yet. It's just gliding higher. Just gliding higher. Long ES here on the retest. I like it. Would have had greater satisfaction lighting the cash on fire. Yeah, or at least buying a gun or something. At least buying a gun. I mean, what would you rather do? Like waste a couple $1,000s on evals or go buy a nice gun? Heck yeah, baby. Ooh, piece of candy. That's right. Options are back and forth. We haven't really had an outlier options day for a while, but price action still does its thing. What's the option saying? Right now, here, let me show you. They're back to selling calls and buying puts, but it's been back and forth. So I don't like to look at the zeros on days like today where the notional is very tight. Anything under like $1 billion, we're talking about peanuts. It's not going to drive the market. This is just a premium selling day. Pump the puts, sell the puts. Vixpiration, spike the VIX, dump the VIX, and turns into a green trend. Unless I'm seeing $2-3 billion on these things, I'm not really caring about it. That's why most people don't understand the feeling of loss when you take a bad trade. At the end of it, you don't have that other thing you want sitting in the room with you. I remember my first major loss was like $11K and how many tools I could have bought for my plumbing business. Yep. Does Vixpiration usually fade? It doesn't usually do anything necessarily. It's just Vixpiration. Some days it's dead tight. So it all depends on the environment that we're in. What you're starting to see here is with the bottomed out VIX and puts very cheap, you're going to start to see days like today where puts rocket and then they sell the puts off to take advantage of the put flow back and forth, rocket the puts, sell puts to open, like sell a put spread, and the market continues to glide and they're just farming premium like that. Vixpiration, it's a little more aggravated because we have Vixpiration. I don't know, Mojo. You might be saved. I think we're good. It's still holding. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What y'all think from here? It's still holding the highs. Ooh. It's a possibility that in the next 14 days, the southeast could see temperatures down into the lower 50s. How welcoming is that? Are you saying that it's almost time to start breaking out the pumpkin spice lattes? The Ugg boots and leggings? It's almost football time in Tennessee. Sports ball time. Don't forget the Buffalo check. Yeah, buddy. I remember those days at Neyland Stadium. It was great days. Great days. Student section at a noon game. You know what happens in Knoxville when the Vols have a noon game on Saturdays? Does the phrase kegs and eggs mean anything to you? Would you consider not calling out but sharing what you're considering for 100%? Yeah. I mean, I showed one yesterday. I'm very careful to do that though because this is just an eval, and I don't want to be called. I don't want to call out evaluation trades. Because it's not real money. I'll be happy to share with you what I'm doing with the evals until it's funded. Once it's funded, well, I could kind of get into that realm. But yeah. NASDAQ is still going 29,620. A new True Spice, yeah. Start August at the latest. Yeah, I don't do any pumpkin flavored products until I have to wear a hoodie. If it ain't hoodie weather, it ain't pumpkin spice latte weather. I'm not a fan of lattes anyway. Lattes, it's like chocolate milk for adults. It's like 80% milk. It's good to have such high standards. Yeah. What do we do when it's negative 20 outside? Build a fire. I build the largest fire the North has ever seen. $29,640. NASDAQ is still going. The S&P is hanging on at 77.60. I like it. If we're going to talk pumpkin spice, I'm going to take this opportunity to change the topic and ask what kind of rifle is on my porch. I have a Seekins Precision Havoc Pro 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a tack driver. It's a tack driver. 700 yards flat. It's easy. I'm in the process of building a premium 22 rifle, which I'm happy to share with you all the build if you'd like to see it. .5 is a cheat code. I love my bolt. Yeah, it's crazy. 6.5 Creedmoor it's insanely. I don't know why it gets so much crap online. It's like I've shot an M14 at 1,000 yards. I've shot 308 at 1,000 yards. 6.5 is the most ridiculous round. It's most ridiculous. I've shot a 5.56 at 550 yards, which is the max effective range. It gets a little bullet gets a little wobbly after 550. It gets a little unreliable. But a 6.5 is a tack driver. Although, in all fairness, I've never shot a 6.5 at 1,000. I've shot it at 700. Longest hits is 1,000 yards. Yeah, I did it at the Fort Knox rifle range when I was on the marksmanship team. In Kentucky. Liquidity's all the way up to 29,700 on ES. What size is that account? Which one? I'm new here. What are the 3 C's? 3 C's stand for the 3 criteria. 3 criteria is my system of entry, which is volume, wick, and higher, higher, or lower, low. I do have a couple of videos on it if you're interested. It's a very simple system to either look for reversals or continuation. I'm fire now? Heck yeah, baby. .62 times 5.1 is the best round. What is it, World War II? M80 rounds. Yugoslavia called. They want their 7.62 back. Yeah. Speaking of which, we have any GovX members in here? Anyone use GovX? How do you learn to plumb? Nasdaq still drifting. We have about 9 minutes left to London close. My wife is GovX. We use it for our vacation tickets. Heck yeah, it's amazing. I'm going to delete that disciple because that looks like a password, and I'm going to save you. I've had people post their passwords before. No, it caught. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, it looked like a password, so sorry. What's up, Crucio? How you doing? Come back in the SRM. Yep, it is Wednesday, so I will be back. I will be back this afternoon. Yes. Yep. I didn't come on Monday. Things were super tight, but today we'll be back on. Yeah. Disciple already screenshotted it. Don't at me if you're Bitcoin Discord. Yeah. Yep. I'm out of my ES long. Totally forgot we had FOMC today. If I had remembered that, would have made any additional trades. FOMC is fire in the morning. Yep. Oh, it's FOMC minutes, not FOMC, Mojo. I'm sure you know that, but just clarification. FOMC minutes. My wife will never understand that I actually enjoy just listening to Discord and y'all's chats, but that's okay. You know, like-minded individuals, man. Yeah, you have to be a part of a group, man. Like-minded individuals. Life's not meant to be done alone. I try to be a fun group. You know, have a lot of fun, work hard. That's always been my motto: work hard, play hard. I think going forward, I'm going to stick to the 3-minute chart. Hey, let me know what you think, because I've been looking at lower time frames just for the first 15 to 30 minutes. Let me know what you think about the 3-minute. I used to use the 3-minute a little bit. It's been a long time though. Ooh, man, they got some great deals on this website. I did see that. I would sue the crap out of that police department. NASDAQ is 29,600. Here is the 4-hour chart. What do y'all see in this 4-hour chart? If the buyers fail today's session, there's not much left, man. CL is going up and TLT is fading, so stocks will fade. I don't know, man. There's a whole bunch of put buying on the deck here. Whole bunch of put buying on the deck, hitting the tape. As much as I want to be bullish, I don't like that 4-hour chart. If the bulls give up today's little bounce, then yeah. I just had the wrong vehicle out of current license plate. Yeah. I think Kennedy, if that happened to me, I would turn into Benjamin Martin from The Patriot. It would be bad. Yeah. How's the NASDAQ looking? I don't track NASDAQ on the Hero. It's a lot of red on the 4-hour. Yeah, the 4-hour looks terrible. It looks terrible. Here's the 4-hour on ES. They're defending the pivot. NASDAQ hasn't come down to 254 yet, but we have a sweeping top wick there at 0.6 after the weekly red down. So if the sellers take control of this afternoon, then 248 is going to be a chip shot, especially with FOMC minutes. And then after that, we're going to start plunging. Routine, you're going to have to get your plunger out because we're going to go plumbing. Tremendous amount of put buying, call selling at the moment. We're over $1.2 billion in puts were purchased in the last 10 minutes. $1 billion of calls sold. We're going to have golden handle plunges when we're done. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Everybody gets a plunge, yeah. One day I'll catch a Moderna. One day. The only way to do that is to expose your portfolio to as many quality names that have gone through a stretch or potential upcoming names that have never had a breakout. That's the only way to do it. You're never going to be able to catch one unless it's pure luck. So you have to start to expose your portfolio to those type of names early. Save some money for beaten down high value names. And that's coming from someone who's never caught one. I put $10,000 into a penny stock called CLIS, C-L-I-S. I had an average share price of like 3 cents. I think last time I checked it was like $20. And I cashed out for a very mediocre profit. How do I sleep at night? I cry myself to sleep. The tears drown me to bed. All right, there is London close, 11:30. So we had a beautiful buy the dip upwards opportunity. No shorting for me this morning. Now, in the afternoon, there could be an opportunity to sell. Things don't look all that great. However, 3 C's. If you have any questions about things, please let me know. Has ES had a 3C to short? Yes, they do actually. ES is a current 3C in progress. All units be advised, the S&P has a 3C short in progress. Suspect is wearing a bear costume and carrying 2 pieces of salmon. Extremely armed and dangerous. All right, y'all. It is 11:30. We're going to call that a day. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to be a part of the next Bookmap OM Discord co-stream, come next Wednesday. We do it every Wednesday at 9:30, 10:30 Eastern. Otherwise, come hang out in the Discord. We do this every single day and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoons. So a lot of value for the old $25 a month. Next to nothing. Y'all have a good rest of the day. I'll see you this afternoon in the Discord. Only I'm out. See ya!